Hi guys, and welcome to Teeya Tuesdays.
Hush demeanor, but inside such a fragile heart.
Welcome back to another week of Teeya Tuesdays, you guys. I've missed you. It is my hopes that you missed me. Welcome, Happy New Year. Today is January the 6th, and to me it's like January not already leaving. It's already the 6th. I feel like we just hit New Year, so very excited. And this week's episode, well, let me get back to Love Me, the song for last week. I hope that you all liked it. I've been getting a lot of feedback, people loving this song. I've received some threats too because it was supposed to be up the day I uploaded Teeya Tuesdays and it wasn't. I'm so sorry, you guys. I normally upload the song the same day so you can go straight to my SoundCloud and listen to the music. So forgive me, you know who you are, who threatened me. But the song is now on SoundCloud so you can listen to it whenever. It's the perfect song to listen to, you guys, especially now. I know a lot of us have made new determinations and new goals for the new year, so you need that song to remind you of what's important, which is yourself, and you need that song to remind you of how important your word is. So I just really wanted to talk to you guys really briefly today. As my song plays in the background, I will post a link to my SoundCloud below. If you have not already checked the song out, it's called Love Me. And if you're listening to my music on SoundCloud and you have not subscribed to my SoundCloud as a friend, you're not following me on SoundCloud, shame on you. If you're watching my show and you're a fan and you found some common ground in the videos and you've not subscribed, shame on you. However, it is not too late. Please feel free to subscribe, you guys, and to follow. It is free to follow. It is free to subscribe. You don't get charged for that at all. This is free. So let's just talk a little bit about 2015 and how our idea of a new year being one of new beginning, a fresh start, and all things being possible. I just want you guys to remember that when it comes mid-year, when seasons change, and when things work out or may not work out the way you want them to. There's really one point that I want to point out to you all, and it's called batteries. And there's two batteries that you come with when you decide to do something, and it's called, one of them is motivation, and the second thing is inspiration. And the reason why I call them batteries is because they have a time limit on how long they work. And for some of us, you're gonna set out to do something and you motivated because you knew you didn't do as much as you could last year, or you're tired of wasting time. Whatever your reason is, you feel motivated, ready to go, and so you're working, and you're seeing results. But what happens is when it comes closer and closer to your goal, those batteries are going to run out on purpose. It's literally going to, I guarantee you, it's going to run out. And you've got to have something more than motivation and inspiration to get to your goal. Now, if it's a small goal, very achievable, it doesn't take much it takes work, but not too much work to where it keeps you up at night, then no, this doesn't apply to you. But for those of you who are dreaming or setting out to do something, you don't even really know how you're gonna do, you've never done it, you're literally pulling a dream out of your head and putting it into play, this applies to you. When you start going, you're gonna be excited and getting things started, and there will come a time where your batteries will run out and there won't be any motivation that can help you, there won't be any inspiration that can help you. It'll literally have to be your pure desire to see this thing through for yourself. Prime example, weight loss. I can and actually am writing an ebook on weight loss, and it's not just weight loss, but I'll leak the details on that later. But I am writing an ebook, and the thing is with weight loss, it's one of the greatest examples for this battery analogy, because you can start out and you're so motivated, but if anyone has ever attempted weight loss, they know that it's such an up and down success and feeling of failure. It's such a roller coaster in emotions and expectations and even weighing in, if that's what you do. And there will come a point in time where you may plateau in your weight loss, or you're not seeing the results as quick as you want to. And now the things that motivated you before, they don't motivate you the same way. The things that you were excited to eat before because they were good for you, you're tired of eating the same thing. So those are the batteries, and you have to find that inner I guess energy, that inner desire to say, I've got to finish this thing, because if I don't, oh my God, then what's to say for the other things that I want? If I can't finish this, and you have to think that way, because if you're creating a habit of not finishing things because you're out of motivation, or you're out of inspiration, or because things don't stimulate you anymore, you're setting yourself up to have that same attitude towards the other things that you want. And to be quite honest, what happens is when we head out on this process to what we want to do, we start out immature. And I say that meaning we start out not really knowing. We start out whereas our dream looks bigger than we are. But as you go through this process and it makes you stronger, the weight and the size of you and the dream changes. Now, this is how it works. It's kind of like a school system. You can play around all school year if you want to. But if you don't pass these finals, you're going to take this test all the way. I mean, you're going to take this grade all the way over again. And that's the same thing in the process. The best thing is to allow it to make you so that when you get to the end, you can pass the test. Now, what is the test? The test is you get batteries all the way up until you're close to the finish line, which means that the batteries are teacher assistants, handouts, study guides, work groups, things that can help you all the way up to the end. And then when it's time to take that final test to get this A to pass on, it is all up to you. And the very thing that will be the defining point of you passing or not is the work. Is you doing the work. Is you wanting better, but it's really you doing the work. During this process, during this time where you guys are going after your goals that you set for 2015, no shortcuts, because you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay for that shortcut in the end. When you really want to see your goal recognized in its fullness, you'll pay for the shortcuts that you took. So make sure that you're allowing the process. And what does that mean? That means some days you're going to be so excited, everything's going to go well, people are going to answer your phone calls in terms of business, whatever it may be. But there's going to come a time too where you're not motivated, no one's answering the phone, you don't know how you're going to come up with the money for this, you haven't lost another pound. There's going to come a time when that happens, and you have to stick that out. And when you stick it out through the good and the bad, that's you allowing the process and growing through it. That's not you cheating the process. Cheating the process is when things get hard, giving up or using other measures to try to speed the process along. That's cheating. You have to naturally allow it. So what I'm telling you guys is it's great that for this new year you're excited about new things that you're going to do, and if you believe it, it will happen. But you have to know that motivation, inspiration will help you. They are great batteries, but they won't be enough. When it comes to that last leg, or when it comes to a defining point in maybe one of your goals, it's going to take more than motivation, inspiration. It's going to take you to mature, and that's what the process is supposed to do. You know you've effectively gone through your process when you can see the growth in yourself, and when you're doing what you should do because you know you should do it, not because you feel like doing it. If you really care about self-development, I want you to look up Brian Tracy, Keys to Success. And he'll tell you that one of the biggest traits of successful people, millionaires, is that they do the very thing that they don't want to do, even when they don't feel like doing it. And that is the common difference between people who are successful and who are not successful. Some of us live off of some of us live off of our feelings, and others of us live off our to-do list. So you gotta get to that place where you do what you know you should do, even when you don't feel like doing it. And that's that small segment I'm talking about, when your batteries are no longer included and they no longer work. You've got to say, I do not feel like eating another salad, or whatever it may be. I don't feel like going to another meeting, but I am going to go because I want the results. I may not want to go to the meeting, but I want what's on the other side of it. So be encouraged, you guys. Keep your batteries loaded. I don't want you to think that motivation and seeking inspiration is a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It helps you. It fuels you. It's purposeful. You should do that. But just know that there will come a time where you're going to run out of both. and you can recharge them all you want to. I'm telling you, I've been there. Like, you can recharge it, and you still can't get the same stimulant from this motivation. That's when it's requiring you to be mature and to do this thing because you know it needs to be done, not because you feel like it and not because your emotions have been stimulated. So again, guys, don't forget to check out Love Me along with my other songs. You guys are playing Workout. If you haven't heard Workout yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Like, go to my SoundCloud and listen to Workout. You guys are playing it. It's my jam. Like, viewers at home, I hope when you listen to the song, you're mocking me saying, it's my jam, because it is. And if you are, please tag me on Instagram. Please tag me on Facebook, quoting it's my jam, with sharing the song, whichever song is, you know what I'm saying, is your go-to. But the link is below for SoundCloud. Don't forget to follow on my SoundCloud as well as subscribing to my channel. On today, you guys, have an amazing day. There's nothing else that you should have. Keep your goals right here. And when you hit that zone, like I said, when motivation and inspiration is not enough, when you're seeking it but it's not filling you up, that's how you know it's time for you to put on your big girl or your big guy boots and do it because you want it, not because you feel like it. I love you guys as always, and until next time, stay blessed.